welcome back to my channel. My name is Laken and today we are going to be making a keto cheesecake. So I have made this cheesecake previously and this cheesecake is so good. Unfortunately, I did not film it whenever I made it months back, but I thought I would film it for you guys. If you're a cheesecake lover like me, that is literally my all-time favorite cake ever. So I wanted to film this cheesecake recipe with you guys. I will have it linked down below, but before we get into it, don't forget to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe. We just hit 600 subscribers today, so that is super exciting. But the recipe that I'm gonna be using is called the best keto cheesecake, and literally it's the best keto cheesecake. So what you will need, let's go over that first. So you're gonna need your almond flour. This is a brand new bag. I got this from Costco, but you can get it from your local grocery store or Sprouts, Whole Foods, anything like that. But you are gonna need almond flour. You are going to need powder sweetener. My favorite is this Laken powder sugar. This I love. You're going to need six things of cream cheese, full fat. I get ours from Costco as well. They come in a 6-pack, so that's super helpful. You are going to need that powder sweetener again. You're going to need 5 eggs, which I went ahead and cracked them in here just to be easier on us so that we don't have to keep washing our hands, since I already did wash my hands. And then you're going to need 8 ounces of sour cream. I'm just using the Daisy brand. And you're going to need your vanilla extract. The one I'm gonna be using is the Adams extract. It's a pure vanilla extract. You're going to need a mixer, or you can hand mix it. I'm gonna be using my handheld KitchenAid. I'm not gonna be using the big KitchenAid back there, just because I don't feel like cleaning it. You're going to need a 10-inch spring form pan, meaning that it has this little spring form gadget. I did get this off Amazon, so I'll leave it linked down below for you guys. You're going to need 1 cup, half a cup, 1/4 measuring cups, as well as a tablespoon and a teaspoon. Also, I'm going to be using my 2 little spatulas here, and I'm going to be using my 2 KitchenAid mixing bowls. Okay, so the first step that we're going to be doing is the crust part. So I'm going to be taking my smaller mix bowl, and I'm just going to kind of organize this a little bit before we get started. And I do have my ingredients and my instructions right here on my iPad for convenience. Okay, so here is our smaller mixing bowl. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 1.5 cups in there. Now I'm going to do our dry ingredients first before we do our liquid ingredients. Okay, there is 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. This is our 6 tablespoons of butter. And just to make sure that I'm getting all the butter, I'm just taking this little icing spatula. Now I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up. Okay, this is what our crust is looking like right there. So here is our 10-inch springform pan. And I'm just gonna be taking my little mixer and dumping it all on here. So this pan did say it is non-stick, so I'm going with it. And I'm just kind of patting this all down here. Times like this, I need a camera person. Okay, so here's what our crust part is looking like right now. Definitely not perfect, but it says to press your fingers, flatten up the bottom, and then it says to refrigerate the crust for 20 minutes. Set a timer for 20 minutes.
Okay, 20 minutes and counting.
Okay, so I went ahead and cleaned our mixing attachments. Next step is to take your large mixing bowl and beat the room temperature cream cheese with a hand mixer until it is light and fluffy. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna take all of these out of the packages so it's easier. Okay, so this is our 6 packs of cream cheese. This is what it's looking like here, and now I'm just gonna hand mix it with my KitchenAid mixer. And we want to mix this to a nice and fluffy, light mix. Okay, so this is what our cream cheese is looking like. It looks very light and fluffy, like it says. So it says to mix in the sugars slowly. So we are going to mix the sugar in slowly. Okay, so here is 1 cup, and I'm just gonna kind of do like half a cup, mix that, and then we'll mix the rest. Okay, now I'm gonna mix in the other half of that. Okay, next step is to add the eggs in, and we're gonna beat them until they're well incorporated. And this is what we're looking like right now. It is looking so good, looking like cheesecake already. Okay, so now we are gonna finally add in the vanilla and sour cream and incorporate this as well. So for our vanilla, I already am getting super messy. So for our vanilla, we're gonna add 1 tablespoon. Just ignore my little stain. And then now we're going to incorporate that sour cream. So this is what our mix is looking like right now. So next step is to pour the cheesecake mixture into the crust, and we're gonna evenly put it on top. We're gonna bake in our preheated oven for 50 minutes, and we need to check on it to make sure that the top is no longer glossy, but the center should still be jiggly. So let's check our timer. How much time left on my timer? We're cutting it almost close. We got 46 more seconds, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean up a little bit, and then I'll be back when my 20-minute timer is done. Okay, so not sponsored at all, but I went ahead and cleaned off the countertops just so that we're starting with a nice, fresh countertop. I really like to clean in between just so that the mess is not overwhelming. So I do use this Method grapefruit cleaner. I love this cleaner, so if you haven't tried it, you definitely gotta try it. Okay, so now I'm just going to kind of smoothen this out, make it nice and even. And I'm just kind of rocking this on the counter. It's probably really noisy for you guys, but this just helps it settle and not have any like air bubbles. And then I'm just gonna kind of fix this top here, and I'm just cleaning up this edge here. Okay, so now I'm just gonna pop this in the oven for 50 minutes, and I'll be checking on it just to make sure that it's no longer this glossy look and that it's still jiggly on the inside. So let me show you what we're looking like right now. Okay, so this is the cheesecake right now. See how nice and glossy it is? So after 50 minutes, it's no longer gonna be glossy, and it's still gonna be a little bit jiggly on the inside. So let me go ahead and put this in the oven, and I'll be right back after 50 minutes. Okay, so timer is up. Oh my goodness, look how good that looks. But it says to leave the oven for 30 minutes open and turn the oven off. So that's what we're gonna do. But wow, doesn't that look so good? Okay, no, you're not crazy. I did change my shirt after cleaning and picking everything up. That shirt I was wearing got way too hot. But I did go ahead and take the cheesecake out of the oven. Looks like this. And the instructions say here to get a knife and run it along the side of the cheesecake so that it doesn't stick. Okay, now that we stuck that knife all along the edges here, now it says that we need to leave it on the countertop for 1 hour. Do not remove the spring form. So I'm gonna set the timer, and if I didn't say it, we had to leave the oven open for 30 minutes. So I'm gonna leave this for an hour here on my countertop, and then I will come back whenever it's done. Let me show you guys what the cheesecake is looking like. I bet some of you guys were worried whenever it was coming completely over the pan. I totally forgot to tell you guys that it does do that, but it kind of like shrinks back down. So sorry if you guys were worried about that, but this is what we're looking like now. I am going to wait, like I said, that 1 hour, and then I'll be back. And we'll place this in the refrigerator, and it does need to refrigerate for 8 hours. And since it is 6:30, I am just going to go ahead and leave it overnight. And then I will be back in the morning to show you guys and maybe do a try test for you guys, even though I know it's amazing. But I'll try it out for you in the afternoon. But yeah, this is what we're looking like. I'll be back in 1 hour. Okay, so it has been an hour. So sorry for the lighting. We're losing daylight here, but it has been an hour, so I'm gonna go ahead and place some saran wrap over this. It says not to do it very tightly, and I'm gonna go ahead and pop it in the fridge. Again, it does have to sit in the fridge for 8 hours, so I will see you guys back tomorrow afternoon to try this baby out, okay? So see you here in a second for you, but more than 8 hours for me. Okay, so it is the next day. It is 12:24 right now. So here is our cheesecake. And let me just say, I've loosely put the saran wrap on like it said, and it kind of messed up the top here. But I'll show you guys whenever I cut it. So it kind of took off a little bit of that, so it's not as pretty, which really stinks, but it's okay. So let me go ahead and reposition the camera and show you guys what it's looking like. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. And this split happened, it's okay, I'm not worried about that. But right here, it kind of took off, and right here. So that kind of stinks. But I'm gonna go ahead and take off this spring form and hope it goes well. Okay, so this is what our cheesecake is looking like. And this is homemade, so don't expect it to be perfect. So I'm going to kind of try to cut this with this knife, but I'm gonna try to be very, very careful because I don't want to damage the bottom of my pan. Now, one thing I did forget to say is that this recipe is so awesome. It also has a nut-free crust if you are allergic to nuts like almond flour, stuff like that. They also have a great nut-free crust version. So this does make 12 slices. So today, since it is only 12:30, I have not eaten yet. So I am actually going to have a slice with my coffee. If you guys are interested in learning how to make my coffee, I will leave it linked down below. So to do 12 slices, I like to start with half. And I'm just kind of wiping off the excess because you don't want to drag it back through with that excess. It'll cause some not pretty cake action to happen. So I do like to go ahead and do the 12 slices just because for me, it helps me to log it onto my carb manager. It also keeps me accountable of not overeating and having too much. So I personally like to go ahead, and I'm not really sliding, I'm just kind of pressing because I really don't want to ruin my pan. Okay, so now that I have cut it into 4s, I'm gonna cut this one into 2, like 1, 2, and this one into 1, 2. So I hope that makes sense. And of course, this is not gonna be very even, or that would be impossible for me at least. And I know this is kind of like not making the cake look pretty anymore, but it's homemade, it's okay. And it's gonna taste delicious. So like that piece right there is gonna be ginormous. I'll leave that one for my boyfriend because he's not doing keto. So he won't mind. A nice thick slice. Okay, now that I've gotten the counter all cheesecakey, I'm just gonna take my towel and kind of clean that up so I don't drag it all over. And then after this, of course, I will be wiping down my counter. Let me wash my hands. Okay, so here is my plate. And I am gonna be taking one of these smaller pieces here. And I'm gonna try to get it with my fork, but if I need to, I have. And let me tell you guys, this cake is weighty, okay? Try to get it out of there nice and slow. Perfect. I cannot wait. I am actually getting my tripod here on Monday. Let me know if you guys want to see an unboxing on my tripod. It's like a tripod stand for my camera, because right now I have to like level it on stuff or put it on my ring light, which is so frustrating because whenever it's on my ring light, it's really hard to move around. So I'm super excited that I am investing in a tripod. It's definitely a long time coming. So I'm going to put the spring form back on the cheesecake. Okay, let's try this bad boy out. That is so good. Honestly, I've had this before. I want to say months and months ago. Like I don't even remember exactly when, but this tastes better. It is so good. I'm a huge cheesecake lover, like huge cheesecake lover. This is my favorite cake of all. It takes the cake. So good. And the crust is really good. I have seen where people make a cheesecake without crust, so maybe I'll try that next, but this is so good. So yeah, that is it for this little cook with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys will check out this cheesecake. I will leave everything linked down below. I will also be leaving the link for my pan down below. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love making videos like this, little cook with me kind of things, because I absolutely love to bake. I absolutely love to cook. I just feel good whenever I'm cooking, and who doesn't love a good cheesecake, right? And it's keto and it doesn't taste keto. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like, comment down below, and subscribe. It really does help my channel out. If I didn't mention it in the beginning, yesterday we hit 600 subscribers yesterday. That is so amazing. I couldn't do it without you guys, and I just want to say thank you so much. And again, during these hard times, my heart goes out to you guys. I'm praying for you guys. Stay at home. Let's get over this. I'm definitely praying for everybody in the medical field. It is just so hard seeing people's comments and people's posts about the nurses crying. Oh my gosh, it literally gets me in tears. So I just want to say that I'm praying for you guys. My heart goes out to you, and I hope that my videos are some kind of little release for you guys, and that you guys can watch my videos and forget about what's going on in the world, and just know that I love all of you guys, and I'm praying for you, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.